What is going on, Earth? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today we are going to be returning back to the Does It Drift video series, where we purchase them in-game, build them up to drift spec, test them rigorously, see if they have the ability to be drift. Guys, today we're going to be checking out something that you told me I was going to like, guys. Gotta blame it on the work schedule. Definitely hope everybody out there had some happy holidays. I know that I got stuck working 7 days in a row. Today is my first day off. What do we got here? This is looking... interesting. No armor, no brakes. I'm really on these vehicles. I think it's time that I just start doing minimal builds, not going crazy and putting all the bumpers and stuff. Not even for the finances. You can clearly tell once you add too many things onto certain cars. You'd say they wouldn't drift. I have said some cars they don't drift, and then if you build them up a certain way, they kind of do drift. If not even kind of, they will drift, which kind of sucks for those couple vehicles that I've done that to. But we may have to revisit those in the future. Anyways, we got the exhaust. We'll do that one. Explosives, no. Hood. Again, I feel like that's just going to be stacking up some stuff here. Let's keep it moving. Liveries. Let's just look at the liveries, see what we got. Definitely more the race car look here. Oh, that's kind of cool, though. There's some cool stuff. I like this. This almost has me sold, actually. It's got me sold. No mud guards. Mud guards, that seems a little weird to me. That matches the black and yellow on the side there. Respray. Alright, so let's check this out. Let's see what we got. What happens if we mess with the color a little bit? Lots happens. Just a gray might look good. Something like that. Yeah, I like that. Just like that. Definitely got to put the transmission and the turbo in there. Wheels. Stick with the old Dash VIPs. Alright, you want to know something? Yes, I'm curious on whether this drifts or not, but I'm almost more curious on whether it even stances or not, because some of these recent vehicles haven't even been stancing. I'm already liking the handling line without even a stance. I mean, it's not quite as good as the Hellfire without the stance, but let's bring her to the track, huh? I really don't even know if this is the best track to test this on, but I'm bringing her here anyways, damn it. Moment of truth on this one. Let's see how she does. Oh, this one's a non-stancer too? You gotta be kidding me with this. Okay, so not even a millimeter, not even 1 millimeter herd of stance on this thing. I didn't see a dang thing. Someone in the comment section, oh no, there was 3 millimeters. You just gotta kick it. It has been a long time since I've been on this track. I am kind of excited just to come back to it since the whole reason I loaded it up. Let's get some drifting in. Alright, so very, very responsive on the, I think overly responsive on the steering for drifting. Not really wanting to engage the speed boost. One wheel wonder in it around that corner. Alright, let's take her over to the rest of the track here. Whew. The single gear drift has like a lot of power, It's like torque more than anything, it just takes off. Very weird car. I don't know, guys. I really don't like this car. very, very fast, but that's almost its problem, is it grips more than it spins out. Even in the single gear, it has a, yeah, its single gear drifts just fine, but it has a bit more of, like I said, it takes off on you, that torque. I think it's just equating to grip is really what it's coming down to. It's gripping up and it's taking off, so all the power that the car has, it's slamming down to whatever, you know, prop that you have or whatever terrain you're on. Go for one more jump drift here. Okay, way too aggressive on that one. Oh, and we're out. So all in all, the car is a beautiful looking car. However, the problem is, right where we're going to have to start, is the cost. The cost on this car is ridiculous. I mean, it's just not worth it in the drift community. Yes, it does drift to a certain point. It's going to get a grade. It's going to get a grade. And maybe there is a build that I could do that's slightly better. And, oh, Black Sheep, you messed up here, and you should do this different. And yeah, I get that, guys. I do. I understand that there's things that I miss. I understand there's things that I can do differently. The problem that comes into hand here, guys, is I'm trying to do my best on what I have in front of me, on my time frame, to give you guys decent, valuable content when it comes to the motorsports community nowadays. But it used to be just the drift community in GTA. That's where we all started from. And when we're now when we're, let's get this thing. Oh, and we're up. Damn it, too aggressive again. The cost about 1.7 million. You're gonna add in another. It's over a $2 million car. All right, plain and simple. Slightly over $2 million. Completely upgraded, probably right around $2 million bucks. That's the category we're gonna put it in. Fully upgraded, roughly around $2 million bucks. Now there are some cosmetic things you can do to it and all that. Maybe you can bring it over $2 million. What I'm saying is that is in the category it is in. Now when it comes to drift vehicles, $2 million better get you the world in the drift community, because there's a lot of good vehicles for a lot less than that, and they perform just fine. They can do the single gear drifting, they can do the clutch kicking or the speed boost glitch or whatever you're referring to it as. They can do all of that stuff. However, they are much cheaper, much more affordable. The Schwarzer, the Rapid GT, even hell, the Banshee 900R if you want to get more spendy, but have a lot more performance than this thing. Now this vehicle doesn't even stand, so it's going to affect it a little bit later, but when it comes to cost, guys, I'm only going to give this thing a 4. Now you might be saying, Black Sheep, you know, you just haven't set it up right, it's going to get a better grade than that. It's a $2 million car, and there's way more vehicles that outperform this in the drift community. If you do believe that this thing deserves more, then more power to you. 4 on cost. That brings us into driftability. Driftability on this thing, it's not terrible, but when you get into some of those longer points, it just doesn't want to engage into that speed boost. Also, it does some one-wheel wondering too, that's for sure. See, like right there, just didn't want to get back into it. And right there, I straightened out, and there was no burnout at all. So you do need a little bit of body momentum to make this thing work. Yeah, just a lot of issues running into getting into the speed boost. It just doesn't really want to do it. I feel like if the car would stand, and that one-wheel wonder is kind of lame as well. I feel like if it would stance up, we'd have quite a vehicle. It would give it a little bit more slipperiness, and we would be in the business on this thing. However, that's just not the case. It's not how it is. So in driftability, guys, I'm going to cut it right down the middle. There's vehicles that are much, much better, and there's vehicles that are much, much worse that we've given grades to. I'm going to give it a 5, all right? It's a 4, a 5, and now we're going to be moving into efficiency. One of the main things we need to test on efficiency is how the vehicle handles damage. And the damage needs to be done to the front and the rear. We're going to see if the vehicle starts hopping around and doing all kinds of weird stuff. Oh, we're going to get some rain, too. Good thing we completed our testing so we did hurt, because it's now raining. Oh, you know how people freak out when you drift when it rains. That's not drifting, that's just rain. Alright, oh, we still have a rear light. We better plus that out, you know. We'll be right with it. I'm really looking for bounce in the rear, so I don't really even care of how it's handling anymore, because now it's going to handle completely different, and it definitely does with that grip. It's much different in the rain. I'm not seeing any way too aggressive. Right off the bat, I'm not seeing any differences there in the bounce in the rear. Also doesn't seem to be too much of a steering difference either. It's hard to tell now that I'm there's two things I hit it on: how it handles damage and how it stances up. This thing doesn't stance up at all. It doesn't. It's one of those new vehicles. It was one of the biggest things I was curious about with these new vehicles, or specifically this one. I said it earlier in the video already. I was curious to see if it was even going to stance, and did. I have to hit it at least 1, if not 2 points on that. I think I've only hit it 1 or 2 in the past, so really it doesn't seem to be hitting much for damage. So I'm just going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to hit it the 2 points. We'll give it an 8. It's a 4, a 5, and an 8. That's 17 out of 30 points for the Komoda. Now, do I tell you guys not to buy the car? No. But am I telling you guys to go rush out and get this thing in your drift collection? No. This may be a different opinion or a contrary opinion to some of you out there, but it just comes down to an opinionated basis. If I can't have my opinion, then why should you have your opinion? That's really my last point of this video. With that said, guys, we'll leave that where it is. I appreciate every single one of you tuning in, liking, comment, and subscribe, and sharing the videos. If you're sharing the videos, if you're not sharing the videos, please just know that that does help greatly, whether it's on your Facebook, your Instagram, your wherever it may be. Share it up. It helps the channel. You never know who's going to see it, and you never know who else is going to share it. With that said, guys, as always, I hope you all stay happy out there. Please stay positive, and we will definitely speak to you next time.